Good day to everyone out there. My name is Pastor James Olukesusi. On this class 12, it's a great time, the final class, in these 2 weeks free online course, in the leadership and management online course. It's been a great time to be with you, and in these 2 weeks, in fact, I'm going to miss you all, sometimes of a break. But it's been a wonderful time talking with you, teaching you one or two things. And I believe that one secret thing about life is that the more we know, the more advancement we make. To every new eyes that are new, they require new insights. So at every point in time you make insight, you have insight, you pave your way towards new height. So all you need is just meekness. Meekness to learn. Meekness to learn. Learning is a lifelong school. You don't graduate from it. Learning is a lifelong school. You don't graduate from it. So the more you continue to learn, the more you continue to advance. The higher you go, the higher you know, the higher you go. So life is all coming to us. It gives to you whatsoever you attract through knowledge. Life will offer to you. Life is not partial. Life will only give to you according to the level to which you know. So, and I want to encourage you to subscribe to this channel, and as well make comments, like it, share it, invite your friends. And I want to say also, after this training, there are many other training coming on. We have executive training coming up. That's going to be 10 classes, for CEOs, for MDs, for people who are trying to navigate the ties of these economic challenges for new resolutions, new ideas, to aspire more. So for executive, that's called executive training. That's coming out very soon. You are a business owner and you want to learn more for your business. You can enroll for that. That one is chargeable. There's a fee attached to that. But so discount for the first 100 people. That's 20% discount for first 100 people. So also for another training is for career people, professionals, employees, to peak performance, how to aspire and get to the top of your career. That one is about 7 courses. That's a 7-day courses. So that one attracts a fee as well. So that one is going to be so nice to everyone that go through that, can know what to do, what character disposition to put in, to uphold, and what vision to set to be able to achieve the profession you desire. The heights of your profession, the heights of your career. It's not just about going to school, add more degrees to degree. There are some, articulations you need to arrogate. There are some insights you need to arrogate, such that will, propel you to that height you desire. So the other one is for ministers. We're talking about a training for people who desire to know calling, vision, destiny, and purpose. So we're going to be having a 5-day training to treat that 4 areas. That's people in ministry, people want to discover their purpose, people want to work in purpose. That's going to be 5. Most of this training will work pari passu. It's going to be going on pari passu. So we're going to announce more when it's going to start. It's going to start in probably a week from now. This training is likely to start a week from now. By next Tuesday, supposed to start. So we believe that most of people who go through training have gone through several trainings. I've gone through Harvard training, I've gone through Stafford University in UK training, I've gone through several trainings, online training, home and abroad, several trainings online. So it's all about educating yourself. It's all about educating yourself. I just finished another training online, the O's been from US, so we did almost about 28 courses. So I go through training myself from time to time. From time to time. The more you know, the farther you go. The more you know, and I go through physical classes, physical trainings, here and there. So the more aspiring, or the more desire you have for knowledge, the farther your insights and your exposure will be. So, and that's what you need to navigate, the journey of destiny and to attain the height you desire. So Today I want to talk about the biblical principles of negotiation. Biblical principles of negotiation. What's negotiation? Okay, negotiation is a communication process between two or more parties aimed at reaching a mutually beneficial agreement or resolving a conflict. Again, I say that negotiation is a communication process between two parties, aiming at reaching mutually beneficial agreement, aiming at reaching a mutually beneficial agreement or resolving conflict. You can have a pact between you and your child. If you come first this time, I will buy you this. You can have a negotiation with your client. For this is my quotation. This is how much it is. You can have a negotiation, so you can try to resolve a conflict. Two nations can come to a truce by having a good negotiation. You have to concede to this land, you have to concede to that land, like what is going on in Israel and Hamas now. That's Palestine. So you have to see there's a need. Several negotiations have been coming on. You say release 50 captives, we will release about 100 captives on our side. The negotiation have been going on. So negotiation is what we do on a daily basis. Is what we do from time to time. To resolve a conflict, we negotiate. To aspire and to get benefit, we negotiate. It involves exchanging information, making offers and concessions to achieve a shared goal or settle a difference. Some things about negotiation is that there are sometimes you need to concede. It's not all the time you win. That's why a lot of people don't know. The act of desire to win all time is childish. In every negotiation, in every issue, there are sometimes you need to concede. You need to even allow a defeat so that you allow peace to reign. Any man or woman that wants to win at all time in marriage, we lose the marriage. You can't even succeed in that marriage. But sometimes you have to concede. Though you were right, but feeling just to allow peace to reign, you just concede. That's why you see many marriages are broken today. Because each individual wants to be right. Each individual wants to win. Winning will not take you anywhere in some cases. But yet you have to aspire to win. So negotiation is aimed for you to win. That's why a lot of people, they lose so many customers because they are not ready to concede. You need to concede. It's not all the time you win, you tell your customer, I'm selling this thing for 100,000. I said, no, I'm paying 50,000. A lot of people get so offended. 50% slash? No way. You get angry and laugh at that. No, you don't need to get angry. Negotiation is negotiation. You can say, I'm going to give you 10%, 10,000 naira from 100,000. It's all about negotiation. It's all about how much it pays you. It's all about, so because sometimes losing one customer might mean to you losing 10 customers. But one customer can bring a lifetime of quality customers that you enjoy. So you have to be very smart when negotiating. And you have to look at the person you are negotiating with. You have to look at the person you are dealing with. So negotiation, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, sometimes you concede to a certain amount. Sometimes you concede. You say, okay, I will let go these two, so that I can gain this other one. I will let go this one. Life is all about negotiation. Life is all about agreement. Life is all about advancing. And for you to advance, there are sometimes you have to concede. There are sometimes you have to allow defeat. There are sometimes you must win. So you have to know what is the best thing to do at every point in time. So let's look at some scriptures that enlighten us on negotiation. Luke 14 verse 31. It said, or suppose a king is about to go to a war against another king. Won't he first sit down and consider whether he is able with 10,000 men to oppose the one coming against him with 20,000? Look at Jesus is the one telling us this. That's why I told you there are principles of Jesus. He has shared his principles in storytelling. Because his own kind of ministry was much of a storytelling ministry, storytelling style. So he will tell a story and deduce principles from the stories. So from this story now, it was showing us a principle of negotiation. The first part was the principle of planning. That's the verse from verse 28. And he moved into principles of negotiation. See, Who is it that want to go to war? Look at what he now said. If you have 10,000, you want to go and find someone that has 20,000. What do? Look at it. Do you have enough strategy to overcome that 20,000? If you don't have enough strategy, because of your people, you don't want to go and lose your soldiers. Look at what Jesus said he will do. If he is not able, he will send a delegation while the order is still a long way off, and we ask for terms of peace. He will ask for negotiation. Let us negotiate. Let us negotiate. He will ask for negotiation. So you need to understand that you need to come to a point whereby negotiation, you understand what negotiation does. So a lot of people are stagnated themselves because they always poorly assess their position. They always poorly assess their position. And negotiation is dealing. The question is, when you're dealing in negotiation, the question is, what are you putting on the table? What do you have to offer? What is the quality of what you are offering? What is your own capacity? What is your own capacity? In another class I said concerning husband and wife, for example, authority does not mean ability. Authority does not mean ability. The fact that you are the husband does not mean you are the one who has had the financial ability in the marriage. So if you want to just say, I'm the husband, the question is, are you the one taking care of the family? If you are not the one, if your wife earns more and she's the one taking care, there are sometimes you have to concede to house chores. Some house chores. You can't expect the woman bringing most of the money. She's the one doing this one, she's the one doing that, she's the one doing that, she was doing that. Sometimes you have to concede. That's why I say authority does not mean ability. She has gone out in the morning to go and make money for the house, and yes, she still has to come and clean this, clean that. So you have to, sometimes probably you lost your job for a time being, you have to look for a way to assist her. That's negotiation. You have to concede, to some extent. So what determines your stake in negotiation is the quality and packaging of what you have. So you have to look at what do you have to offer. Okay, you are saying you want to do this job. For how much? The amount you are calling, do you have enough quality to deliver what you want, what you are asking for? Do you have enough quality? You are comparing yourself with somebody, this person collects so amount. That person may have a higher quality to deliver that job more than yourself. So you have to look at the quality of what you have per time, because we grow per time. You have to look at the quality you are delivering, then you offer your price. Because sometimes we poorly assess our situation. That the king, look at, I have 10,000. This one has 20,000. Instead of me to go and waste the life of my soldier, let me look at peace. Let me seek for peace, so that we can have settlement here. So let's look at some other biblical scriptures. Look at Abraham. Abraham negotiated with God. Can you imagine? He negotiated with the Almighty God over Sodom. He will dare go into negotiation with the Almighty. And he did it respectfully. He did it respectfully. Not he was dragging God like, no. God does not get into such mess. He did it respectfully, asking if God will save the city if a certain number of righteous people were found. And in Genesis 18, verse 26 to 28, Genesis 18, the Lord said, if I find 50 righteous people in the city of Sodom, I will spare the whole place for their sake. Then Abraham spoke up again, now that I have been so bold, so as to speak to the Lord, though I am nothing but dust and ashes. You can see, he's using, very good diplomacy here to address the matter, and respectfully. I am but a dust, so bold, so to speak. What if the number of the righteous is 5, less than 50? That's 45. Will you destroy this whole city for lack of 5 people? If I find 45 there, he said, I will not destroy. They went on and on and on and on to 10, and still at 10, God did not find 10 people righteous in Sodom, and it was destroyed. So God himself is negotiating with us. Many a times we fail in God's negotiation. If you can hear God for yourself, God is saying, you want me to give you a car. These other areas, if I give you this car, I might not do this other part for now. You have to choose. Many a times God has spoken to me in this regard. Okay, you want me to do this one for you? I will not do this one. Choose one. Which one do you want me to do? Hi, God, which one do you want me to choose now? Many at times, I'm not talking about 1, 2, 3, 4 times, many at times. So sometimes we go into negotiation with God, but let's do it respectfully. Look at Abraham's negotiation with God shows his audacity. He dares to negotiate with the Almighty. It shows empathy. He pleads for the innocent lives in Sodom. It shows persistence. We should learn from that. He negotiates. He continues to ask even when God's initial answer was no. That's 4 principles you pick in negotiation. Respect. He addresses God with reverence and humility. When you are negotiating with people, you have to show audacity. Be audacious. For things that's costing about 10,000, you say, okay, give me 50,000. And that's audacity. And when you begin to see the size of that person's pocket, you empathize as well along the way. Don't just take your stand. This is my stand. This is my final stand. Either you like it or not, enter the bush or enter the road. That's your palaver. No, you empathize. You empathize with the people. That means put yourself in the shoes. Even myself, can I pay this amount? So look at who's that and be persistent. Even despite the fact God was saying no, Abraham persisted. Abraham persisted. Therefore, he respected God. So you show respect as you are negotiating with people. You show respect. You know, God agrees to spare if he finds 10, but God did not see 10. So you can see, life is all about negotiation. You negotiate with the government, you negotiate with your debtors, those who you are owing money, go and meet them, negotiate with them. I will pay you money so time. I will pay like this, also like this. Don't just be dodging and work hard to pay the money. He said, settle with your adversary before you hand it over to the jailer and the jailer to the prison. So let's settle with your adversary. Your landlord, you are dodging your landlord here and there. Go and meet your landlord. Sorry, please, I will pay you so time. And I will pay you like this. I will pay you like this. I will pay you like this. Negotiation is part of life. Do it respectfully. You know. So this story has inspired many of us to advocate for nations, to advocate for people, to pray for people, to intercede for others. Now, we negotiate in different areas of our lives. Number one, in business, we negotiate in business, contract, deals, and partnership. We negotiate. And you have to be smart with negotiation. We have to be smart. I remember many years ago, I was given an offer to come and, many years ago, consult somewhere. And I just had mine. I said, okay, I'll collect just to consult now. What is it, consult? I'll collect 10,000 from them, And I spoke to my mentor. I said, I want to go to this place. I want to collect 10,000 from them just to be doing this thing from them monthly. And he said, what? 10,000? No. Go and tell them you are collecting 50,000. He said, what? 50,000? He said, yes. Go and tell them. You are collecting, no, he said 60,000. And that just shifted my mind. I just felt I was worth only about 10,000. That was many, many years ago. And when I went into negotiation, we began to talk. I said 60,000. I said, okay, I know we'll give you 40,000. I said, no, I will collect 50,000. Okay. I won't attach an accommodation to that negotiation. I said, if you're going to give me so amount, give me a very comfortable accommodation. And they agreed to it. So life is about negotiation. Life is all about negotiation. You can agree, and they agree, okay, we'll give you, 40,000, which is an accommodation, and relax with that. And after a while, I went to negotiate again, they give me more time, and relax. It's all about negotiation. A lot of times, a lot of people, they price themselves too low. And a lot of people price themselves too high. They price themselves too low and too high. And so you have to find a balance in the place of negotiation. A balance whereby you not sell yourself too cheap. A place whereby that's why you have to look at what you are offering. So you have to, in business, when you are getting a contract, somebody can, a person one time was to repair someone's generator at a certain estate, and that guy said, okay, give me 13,000. There was a girl in my house. You want to spoil my generator? 13,000? And the boy said, okay, don't give me any money for now. When I finish the generator, give me the money. And the boy finished the generator, and it was working perfectly. And the man was, wow. The person that was repairing the generator before collects 150,000 per repair. But because he traveled, they had to give it out to this young man. So you can see 13,000 with 150,000. That comes with packaging. So when you are getting a contract, be careful with how your price is set too low and how your price is set too high in deals. So number 2, conflict resolution, dispute settlement or mediation. So that's in negotiation. Okay, what do you want? What do you want your husband to do for you? What do you want your child to do for you? What do you want your boss? What do you want this person? Okay, this is the land. In this land, what do you want to do in this land? What do you want? Ask that question when you are mediating. You, party A, what do you want? Party B, can you meet up with what he wants? If you cannot meet up, okay, how do you concede? How does this other party concede? How do you come to a truce? How do you come to a consensus whereby each of you can live with peace? There are many neighbors who will never greet each other for life because of one piece of land or one piece of encroachment or the other. Everything is about negotiation. So in conflict resolution, number 3 is sales and marketing, price, terms and conditions. So you have to be careful when you are negotiating with the prices, with the terms, with the conditions. You are giving. When it comes to sales and marketing. Okay, if you use this thing, you have 1 year warranty, 50 days warranty. In negotiation. Number 4, personal relationships, agreements and compromises. Let's talk about with your friends, with your spouse, with your children. So you are negotiating with your child, like we said. If you do this one, I'll buy this one for you. And don't forget, he don't fail a promise made to a child because he will hold you to it. So, and with your spouse, you are promised your spouse, or you agree, you do this, I do this. You come to a consensus so that there will be peace in the house. You do this, I'll do this for you. Do this for me, I'll do this for you. So dealing with God, His plans and choices to choose from. God has a plan for us. We have to sometimes negotiate with God. No, we might not be the one to initiate, though it was Abraham that initiated the negotiation. Sometimes, most time, God will be the one to initiate the negotiation when you are open to it. Sometimes, since Abraham could even initiate negotiation, we could initiate the negotiation. Lord, if you give this to me, I will give this to you. That's what we do with vows. If somebody you are trusting God for a thing, give God a seed. Go and give God a vow. God, if you can give me that job, I will give you my 10%, you do not miss. God, if you can give me that job, I will use it. I will use my time to serve you. If you can give me the child, I will use my child. That was what Anna said. God, if you can give me that child, I will hand over the child to you. And that was what she did. In negotiation with God. Negotiation typically involves, look at the principles we get in negotiation as well. Identifying common grounds, common goals, and interests. You and the person that is negotiating, if the person is not interested in what you are offering, it's a waste of time. You must identify, is this person interested? Are we on the same, does he want what I want to sell? Exchanging information and perspectives. This person has a perspective in the other side, and you have an information. You have to sell whatever you are selling to convince this person. He has a certain perspective about this thing in a certain area. You have to draft his perspective to a positive side where he can reason to buy whatever you are selling. In fact, we have some people, they can market a pool. They can market a pool. So you must be very good with marketing to market your ideas. More so is not so much around this part of the world, venture capitalism, where you go and sell your ideas to some people, and you sell your ideas, and they will buy into the idea, and they will finance the idea. It's so vast in the Western world. So you have an idea, you take it to people, you can tell them this thing works like this, it works like this. If you can invest your 10 million on this, and this is the profit you get in 2 years, this is the business plan, this is the feasibility studies, you market it to them, making proposals and counter proposals. So in negotiation, you make proposals and counter proposals. Number 4, bargaining and concessions. I told you, in negotiation, there is a concession. You are bargaining. You have the bargaining power unless you are a monopolist. unless you are the only one that is doing that thing in that community, or you are the only one saying that thing in that community, you might need to concede. But if you are the only one, you have to take advantage of the monopolistic power. So hold them to jugular. Sometimes that's business. So 5, reaching. So you have to reach out to a compromise or agreement. I've said that. You have to reach out to compromise or agreement. So a compromise means you have to agree, as most so with your spouse. You have to agree. Most things that scatter many marriages is finance. So, but you can agree. If you reach a compromise in marriage, you can settle a lot of things. And last one is effective negotiation requires skills like active listening. Effective negotiation requires skills like active listening. Listen very well what the person is saying. Listen very well listen to know what the person wants. I remember many years ago, I was with my team, my partners. We were 3 as partners. I was young those days. We were doing business together, and we were meeting with top companies to make supplies to them. And I was the representative of my team. And after I met the board of the company, because the company was in PLC, and I met the board, and we sat down together and we negotiated. Prior to that time, I've told my other team, you go and sort out the price feasibility studies of this business. Let me know the current price, so I can put the price forward to these people. And they said they are doing it. Not only that, they were not doing anything. They just told me an idea of one price here and there, and I took it forward. And I agree with this board. This price will give you this thing for this price. And they said they want 5 from us, as it was in the going to millions per week. And they call us, go and supply. And we're young. And I told my guys, okay, let's supply. On getting to the market, we discovered that the price we offered was too low compared to what's obtainable in the market. I was dumbfounded, because it took me a lot of effort, marketing, to be able to come to the seat with this board. And in fact, they were calling us, come and supply. They said they were even increasing the bid, come and supply. We couldn't supply, because we did not do due diligence. We did not listen very well to what is available in the market before we went ahead. So you have to listen to what the person wants, and so that you can know what price to offer. Number 2, clear communication. You have to have a clear communication, because the person can use one certain point, a missing detail, against you. You said you are going to do this thing, and what you meant might not be what that person is talking about. You said you will do this thing. Now, where is that thing? I paid you the money. I never told you I was going to do. I only said, no, you have to have a clear communication. Number 3, empathy and understanding. Empathize with the person, have understanding. Number 4, creative problem solving. You have to ensure that you solve the person's problem. Whatever the person has given to you, make sure you are creative around solving the problems, and the person is happy. The person must go back happy. Your customer must go back happy, so that he can bring you another customer. Number 5, strategic thinking. Think on your feet. Think out of the box. You can ask for leverage on some other people around you to get their ideas as regards what the matter is. Don't just go and shoot yourself on the foot. And so you have to have strategic thinking. Number 6, flexibility and adaptability. Be flexible in your approach, and be adaptable. Come to, just like we have this federal government and labor union, they're negotiating over minimum wage. This one say 250,000, that one say 60,000, and they've been coming until they come to a truce over 70,000. And labor have to concede from 250,000 to 70,000, and they are adaptable. I was being told that if I pay to the other party, the government say if I pay 250,000, we have to increase the amount of work. So the labor have to empathize with the people. Not everybody is going to collect minimum wage, but everybody will have to pay for increment in work. So they have to empathize. So you empathize in that as well. So be flexible and adaptable. Number 7, building trust and rapport, so that for further job, build the trust. The first one they're giving to you, build the trust and rapport. As you are doing the job, get to know the person better, get to engage discussions, conversations, and intelligent conversation at that. Build a relationship with the person. For some people, they are working, they are a contractor, without other person, but they have become like a family. The person can trust him, he can give them the key to their house. Go and do anything you want to do. So build trust. So remember, negotiation is a give and take process and requires collaboration, mutual understanding to achieve a successful outcome. It's a give and take. There's nothing cast on the rock. So it's not about it has to be done. It's a give and take. It might buy, it might not buy. So don't kill yourself over it. You negotiate with somebody, you go to a quotation, and the person is not calling for the job. It's not something you die over. Keep trying, your own will come. It's a give and take. So that's what we have for you today. On this last class, I believe that all from lesson 1 to lesson 12, the class 12, you have learned a lot. And God is choosing this season to change your life. And I believe that as you are going and begin to apply all these things you have learned, go and begin to appropriate them. We need to put them in practice. Though as you have studied, you can listen to it over and over again. Very soon, although we are still going to remove this thing from online, but go and listen to them over and over again. Learn what is required to do to move your life forward. And if you want to ask a question, you can reach out to us in our private chat so that you can get more understanding. And many other courses that's coming. There's a executive training coming up. That's a 10 courses. That attracts a fee. There's a professional training or career training coming up. That's 7 courses. Attracts a fee as well. There's a ministerial training coming up that talks about destiny, calling, vision, and purpose. So that's about 5-day training. That's for free. I know God is blessing you this season. It's a season for turnaround. It's a season for change of level. God bless you. Bye for now.